Okay, so part B, we're asked to integrate, okay, which is sort of the reverse process, if you like, of differentiation. This. Now, when you integrate this, okay, just like differentiation, you need to make sure all the terms, right, are at the top. Now, you can see here, we've got 1 over x squared, so that's no good. You need to take that up, okay? And in order to do that, I'm going to rewrite my integral, okay, because I'm not going to integrate yet. Rewrite my integral. That will be 3x to the power 4. Keep that as it is. But if I take that x squared up, okay, then stays obviously still a plus, right? That doesn't change. It's still a positive value, okay, positive function here. But if I take it up, what happens is the minus then applies to that power, right? So instead of it being x squared now, when you take it up, it becomes x to the minus 2. And of course, then you've still got this plus 5, and then we've got the dx at the end. Dx just says that we're integrating it with respect to x. And when you integrate, okay, it's important to add 1 to that power, right? It's the reverse process of differentiation, as I said. So we add 1 to the power, so that'll be 3x to the power 5, but we also must divide then by that new power, which is also 5. Okay, same here, okay, x to the power. Now we add 1 to that. Now if you add 1 to minus 2, you get minus 1, all right? And if you're not sure in the exam, am I doing it the right way, because they're negative numbers, just use your calculator, isn't it? Just type in minus 2. Okay, it's worth checking if you're not 100% in the exam. And if we add 1 to it, we get minus 1, of course, right? And then don't forget to divide by that new power, minus 1. And then the 5, of course, well, there's no x term there, so as if it's x to the power 0, so you have then x to the power 1, don't you? And I'm not going to write the 1, and I'm not going to write divide by 1. But also, you need to put a plus c, right? It's important to put a plus c. That represents the constant. There could be a constant there. It might not be, but often it is. And if there was a constant, of course, when you differentiated it, it vanishes, just like it's vanished here. It's not in here, okay? So you need to have that there. So just to finish off, right, what I would do is maybe tidy this up. Now that you can stay the same, 3/5 x to the power 5. Maybe put the, because you know this is a minus term now, yeah, because you're dividing by minus. Maybe just put minus in front there to show we divided by minus 1, so it's a minus term. That will be x to the minus 1 plus 5x plus c, and we're done. Part C, right? Now part C, they are asking us to work out what we call a definite integral, okay? And that means you've got limits there, okay? And if you've got limits, you don't need to write a plus c at the end, okay? So what you do is you put a box, okay? It's important to have a box, and we integrate this. So x squared becomes x cubed over 3, yeah? So you raise that by 1, and you get 3 and divide by 3. And then of course the 2 becomes 2x, and you don't need a c, right? There's no need for it when you've got limits. And we put 2 there and 1 there. And we're actually going to evaluate, it says. When it says evaluate, they want the actual, number or fraction as the answer. So we're going to put these limits in. So the way to do that is, right, you put the first limit in, which is 2. You put it in all of this function here, right? You put 2 in all of it. So we'll have 2 cubed over 3 plus then 2 times 2. Okay, so I put 2 in here. And what I like to do, I like to put a big bracket around that, just to package it up, to show, well, I put 2 in and I've got this. But then what you've got to do, of course, we've got to put 1 in, right? And it's important that you take away the 2 calculations, right? So when we put 1 in, the lower limit, we put 1 in, 1 cubed over 3 plus 2 times 1. It's important then you take them away, okay? So we get then our answer. Now perhaps what we'll do is we'll work out each bracket in turn. You could do it all together if you wanted to. So we do the first bracket. Of course that'll be 2 cubed divide by 3. And then of course add 2 times 2, which of course is 4, isn't it? So I get 20 over 3. Then it says take away. And of course here then I'll have 1 cubed, which is just 1, isn't it? So that'll be 1/3 plus 2. So of course then that's 7/3. And if I take them away, well, that's easy enough to do, isn't it? 20 take away 7 is 13. So the answer is 13/3. And you can leave it like that as a top every fraction, perfectly fine.